The representatives of striker Jordan Larsson have been in contact with a number of clubs across Europe, including Celtic. But first, when Postecoglou arrived in Scotland, the names of Maeda and Furuhashi were relatively unknown, although their form last season meant that wasn't the case for long. Maeda scored 7 goals and laid on 8 assists following his January arrival, with Celtic unbeaten in the 16 top-flight games he featured in. Meanwhile, Furuhashi led the way in terms of goals during the first half of the campaign, netting 20 times in 33 outings despite a hamstring problem keeping him on the sidelines for several months. Jotta also enjoyed an impressive season at Parkhead, directly contributing to 27 goals, which convinced Celtic to sign him permanently from Benfica earlier this summer. Despite their respective impacts, Furuhashi's injury and Maeda's winter arrival meant they hardly played together, but when asked how exciting of a prospect that is ahead of next season, he told GiveMeSport, "Definitely. And to have those 3 fit, Celtic have looked at their best when they've had those 3 fit. And I would even include Liel Abada in that." Jotta and Furuhashi were the club's top 2 goalscorers, while only 3 others found the net more than Maeda, highlighting the trio's importance heading into next season. Naturally, the champions are normally expected to defend their crown, but it's shaping up to be another thrilling title race. Both sides have made some shrewd signings, with Celtic bringing in Cameron Carter-Vickers, Maeda, and Jotta permanently, while also adding goalkeeper Benjamin Siegrist and Alexandro Bernabei to their squad. Matt O'Reilly reveals his Celtic motto echoing Ange Postecoglou, as the star opens up about mental health. O'Reilly has his own life coach, and knows looking after your mental health is every bit as important as keeping physically fit. The former MK Dons player very much falls into the mindset of a healthy body and healthy mind. Even when he doesn't get time for face-to-face calls, like during their current pre-season camp in the remote Austrian village of Bad Urlach, he uses breathing techniques and meditation to keep himself in a good place. In football, it is hard to open up sometimes because you are under so much stress and pressure, O'Reilly acknowledged. So it is good to have a person you can go to and tell how you are feeling. If something with my football is not good or in my personal life, then I can speak about it, and it helps me to keep quite a steady, level head. It is now fitting we talk about this with a level head. A year ago Larsson would have been a perfect signing for Celtic, but Kyogo Furuhashi and Georgios Giakoumakis have shown that there is life after Ardsarn Edouard, who carried the striking burden almost single-handedly for 3 seasons. Celtic could be looking for a third striker, but opportunities look to be limited with Daizen Maeda and Liel Abada capable of playing through the centre if required. The prospect of Larsson on the back of a Celtic shirt would push the commercial team into overtime, but it looks like there will be some very attractive other options for the striker to consider. The Sweden international, and son of Parkhead icon Henrik, is a free agent having left Spartak Moscow after his contract was terminated. The representatives of striker Jordan Larsson have been in contact with a number of clubs across Europe, including Celtic and Nottingham Forest. He's a free agent after his contract was terminated at Spartak Moscow. Understood to be plenty of interest from EPL, Bundesliga and Serie A clubs. For me, this will not happen. He will move to Germany or Italy if you ask me. He will ask for far too much money to come to Celtic, and that's just the modern game sadly. Celtic announced the signing of Argentinian left-back Alexandro Bernabei last week, with the player signing a 5-year deal with the Hoops. He made his Celtic FC debut midweek, in a friendly against Wiener Victoria. He was influential in some of the goals, bagging his first Celtic assist too. Despite not being tested too much on Wednesday, the signs are positive. He looked promising and showed glimpses of an Ange fullback darting from defence to attack. The Celtic manager praised the new boy. He has come in and it has been a massive change for him. We are not putting too high an expectation. It is about understanding the environment, getting to know the boys and the way they play. He has got a great attitude and already you can see that. He has taken on a lot of information, and that is a key sign for us. For him it is good to get that first game under his belt. Like all the players we bring in, he has good energy, is ambitious, and he wants to carve out a career for himself in Europe. He has some good attributes which we look at for his profile and position. Then it comes down to how they adapt here, their attitude, and everything has been excellent so far. We still have to nip ourselves that we have such a good man-manager, an all-round good guy. And on that note, have a great day, Celtic fans all around the world.
Roll up to the party, roll up to the party.